and thank you for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your November 2020 tarot card reading. Really honoured that you're sharing your space with me here for this video. If you would like to check out your free 3-card tarot reading, you can do so by clicking on the link down beneath this video, or indeed reach out to myself for a live one-to-one reading. But without further ado, let's get into this month and see what information holds for your specific zodiac sign. Hello wonderful Capricorn, and thank you so much for joining me for your November 2020 tarot card reading. So we start off with this card that flew out, which is the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is very much the card of, the apprentice and the mason, the builder. You're working together in a team or within your family to really get something done. I think this could be an exciting DIY project within your home where you and the people that you live with are really getting stuck in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I feel that you'll get so much joy from working with other people rather than going it alone. And you do have a serious side to your nature, and I think a lot of people would say Capricorns are serious, but actually they're to me, they're the funniest sign that I've ever met. I just think you've got such a great sense of humour, and I think people are really going to start to see the fact that actually you can laugh at yourself and you can laugh at situations. You're not all about the seriousness. So what is blocking you this month? We have the King of Pentacles comes up. You might feel a little bit like your resources are getting drained. This could be, like we said, because you're putting money into home improvements or some kind of thing like that. And perhaps there's been a lot of money going out recently. And there could be a little bit of worry about it. But I think generally things will start to straighten out again. You'll get on top of everything. Don't let the fear stop you from moving forwards with your project. You might just have to take a break and revisit it. So, be sensible. Don't spend what you don't have. But at the same time, don't regret making any of those improvements, because I think it, in the long run, will pay off. So, your foundation card for this month is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is moving. So, you could be moving home. You could be renovating a home. It's moving forwards though from something, but in a very joyful way. This is about moving sort of past a challenge, and you're feeling quite triumphant about that. And this is your foundation card. So this suggests to me that this month you're going to feel in a much more assertive and powerful place than perhaps you have done for quite some time. Now, your past card that comes up is the Page of Pentacles. So another money or another material card here. You could have been the recipient of some kind of inheritance in your past. And perhaps that's what's being sort of talked about here. Maybe that's what's helping you move forwards. It can mean that you were a little bit frivolous in your youth, with your finances or with your material items, but to be honest, you've learned a lot of lessons from that. You've learned how to invest wisely perhaps, or you've learned that what job suits you, what job doesn't suit you. This could represent you going and working in industries or fields that you just hated, but you learned lessons from all of it. So it's just a little message to let you know that you're actually more established than you think you are. And even if your bank account isn't full, money isn't the only indicator of success. I feel success is also knowing what you do like and what you don't like, because some people spend their whole lives not knowing what they even want. I mean, at least you're at the point now where you know what you enjoy and what you don't. So I think that's a very successful thing to know. Now, your spiritually crowning card is the Pope, the Hierophant. I do feel, because this is in your spiritual position, you could feel inclined to join some kind of group. This could be a new church, a new online group about spirituality or self-development or astrology, or really getting your teeth into learning new skills spiritually. It's also a card that says to you, you know, don't go it alone. Don't try to be too individual. And that might sound like, whoa, that's strange. But it's asking you to be more traditional, actually, at least for the first half of the month. It's not about, you know, reinventing the wheel. It's about sticking to the status quo and getting things done in a very ordered, structured way. Now, your immediate future, so we're moving more into the month now, we have the Five of Wands. It's not the easiest card because it can indicate squabbles, particularly between family members, friends, colleagues, or siblings. I do think some hurtful words are going to be said. You may even say some yourself. I really feel that you're going to get past this argument. It could sort of drag on for a week or two, where you just feel like totally unappreciated and totally like, that was so unfair. I'm not speaking to them again. I'm cutting them out of my life. But I generally, for most of you Capricorn, I think that it will soften. And there may be some apologies come your way. For others of you, you may be waiting a long time for those apologies. But just try to stay assertive and not aggressive whilst this is all drama unfolding. So your state of mind for this month is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of indecision and not quite knowing what to do. One of the best things you can do with this is seek some outside advice. So you may want to seek somebody else's opinion, but you may also want to get some professional advice. So if it's to do with your home, or your finances, or your emotional well-being, you know, seek out a professional in that area just to give you some advice, because sometimes indecision is not about being, you know, lazy or not willing to make a choice. It's because you're not quite sure which choice is the right one for you. So getting some of that extra help might help you make the choice. Your outside influence for this month is the Four of Swords. There is going to be a bit of exhaustion that creeps up, but I think it's because of outside things that are happening. I think people might dump on you this month, like you're going to have to be the caregiver. And actually, I think in a lot of ways you're so good at it and you enjoy it because you really do care about people. But also you got to take care of your own needs and your own welfare and your own mental health. Are you sleeping enough? Are you resting enough? Are you allowing yourself to cry when you get sad? Or are you just trying to keep it together for everybody else? Because this is a card of, yeah, you're going to head towards burnout if you don't look after yourself. So it's a warning, but it's also, you know, it's not drastic. It's not nasty. It's just asking you to please give yourself some self-care and stop being so sacrificial. So your hopes and fears for this month, Capricorn, is the Ten of Pentacles. It's reversed. The Ten of Pentacles typically means that we are receiving a lot of abundance. This can be a windfall or inheritance. It can be a grant or a loan that comes through. It can be a pay rise. But it's not just about money. It's about feeling secure within your home life, feeling secure within the building you live in. It's reversed. But if we look at the position you pulled it in, it's your hope and fear. So I think we have to look at it as your hope is that you will get these things. Your fear is that you won't get these things. So it's not really a card saying that it will or won't happen. It's just a card, a bit like your state of mind, that's you're toying with what it will be like if it works out versus if it doesn't work out. And I think that's where some of this indecision has come in. Maybe the stakes are quite high with what you are planning. So your outcome for this month is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords really suggests that you are going to get to the truth of a matter. You are going to be decisive by the end of the month. You're going to make the right choice because you're going to have some clarity. It is about playing your cards close to your chest. Be a bit mysterious. Be a bit aloof. Don't give too much away. Don't be dishonest. But at the same time, you might just have to hold some information back, just so that you have a little bit of leverage. I'm hoping this makes sense, because for some of you, This is going to be different, okay, for all of you, because you're all on your own personal paths, but the general gist of your energy this month is suggesting that you're working on improving your life in some way. You are making progress moving forwards. You are successful. Even if you don't feel successful materially, you may do, but if you don't, you are a success in many other ways. You're very much committed to your spiritual path right now, Capricorn, but at the same time, this is about being serious, not doing things that are going to break the mold too much. There are going to be petty arguments and squabbles, but don't get embroiled into the drama. Just remain assertive. You're not quite sure what you want or how it's going to work out, and you are being the caregiver to everybody else. But yeah, by the end of the month, you're going to know exactly what you're doing, and you're going to be in a much more empowered position. So there you have your monthly tarot card reading for November 2020. Thank you again for sharing your space with me throughout this video. If you'd like to check out your free 3-card tarot reading, once more, you can do so by clicking the link down beneath this description box. But thank you so much for joining me, and until we speak again next month, take care, stay safe, and many blessings. Alyssa.